Now, microphone number one, I'm going to go ahead and also connect a lavalier mic to it and plug that in midstream of our video, and it picks it up just fine. And so now we go from the built-in microphone to the lavalier microphone. With the SYNCO G1 Pro wireless microphone system was sent to me at no charge for the purpose of this review, and this is a really nice wireless lavalier microphones. You get two microphones and then you get one receiver. And what's really nice about this is that they give you all the connections so that you can connect it to one of your older style phones that has a 3.5 millimeter jack in it. You can connect it to your smartphone using USB-C, or you can connect it to your digital camera. I'm going to test it out on a Sony ZV-1, but first let me show you everything that you get in the package. Okay, so for starters, you get yourself two microphones and then one receiver right here. I'll show you the difference there in just a minute, but the case is a chargeable case. You can see the charging probes right here on inside the case and on the microphone and receiver as well. You've also got on the outside of the case a USB-C charge port, and they do give you a USB-C to USB-C charging cable so that you can get that charged up. On the back side here, you can hold all of your cables, your wind socks, whatever you may need in that little mesh pocket. So this zips up really nice and stores super easy. So in order to tell the difference between the microphone and the receiver, one's going to be a TX, one's going to be an RX, but if you look at the top side here, you can see that on the microphone, you do have a built-in microphone, and then for your receiver, you got your 3.5 jack, and then you've also got an out. They all do come with a nice lavalier clip if you want to use that. Now, before we get into too much detail on the microphones and the receiver, let me show you what else we have here. Two lavalier mics with good extensions on them. We also have two wind muffs and two wind socks when we are outside. You've also got two lavalier clips, a dongle to take your USB-C to a USB. You've also got a cable that you can use to connect your microphone to an old style 3.5 millimeter phone, and then you've also got one that you can connect to your camera. Now the difference between the two is one is a TRS and one's a TRRS. You can see that on the TRRS there are 3 rings, and then on the TRS there are 2 rings. Also on the outside here they have given you a picture of a digital camera, and then on the TRRS they have given you a picture of a phone. So this is going to be your phone, and this is going to be for your cameras. Now on the microphone itself, there are 2 LED lights, which are going to have several different light indicators there. You're going to have a blue, a flashing blue, a steady blue. You're going to have red, green, and in the user's manual, it does show you or tell you what all of those indicate. If you want to use this alone, you can just clip that to your shirt and you're fine. You got yourself a built-in microphone right there. Or you can plug in the lavalier mic and you can clip that to your shirt. This is going to be your power button. To power that on, you're going to long press that until it turns on. It's going to be a flashing blue, and so is your receiver. So these are going to sync together. Just once you turn them on, they're going to go from flashing blue to a solid blue. You can press this one time to mute this, and then there's also your charge port right there if you want to charge it outside of the case. What we have here is a noise reduction button, and once you push that noise reduction button, you're going to have a light indicator to show that it has been noise reduced. And then there's also a little gain button, which is going to be how much input is going into the microphone. And so that's going to be really hard to tell until you listen to the video when you play it back, because there are no volume indicators on your cell phone. There will be on the Sony ZV-1, your digital cameras, but not on your phones. Okay, so I have my receiver powered on, and I also have it plugged into the top where it says out, because I'm going to go out from the receiver and I'm going to go into the camera itself just a little bit, and see there, it looks like it just jumped up quite a little bit, and so that is the input going into it. I can also press my noise reduction button here, and it's going to turn pink on us, and that means that it is noise reduced. Could have been that you could hear some fans blowing in the background, but with that noise reduction, it should cancel everything out, and it should just give me my voice. Now, another thing that I want to check here is microphone number 2, and see if we can't connect that, like if we was going to do an interview, just turn that microphone on when I need it. So we're going to hold that, long press it, and then there is a blue flash, and then solid, and then that means that it is connected. So I have microphone number 2 here, and I can see that input. Microphone number 1 here, and that was done midstream. Now microphone number 1, I'm going to go ahead and also connect a lavalier mic to it and plug that in midstream of our video, and it picks it up just fine. And so now we go from the built-in microphone to the lavalier microphone, which is right here at my voice box, and I'll show you that that is working just fine. So it transfers it from the built-in mic to the lavalier mic. There we go. So everything works really swell right here. If I wanted to go back to the receiver, I could click the MS button on the receiver, and I can change that from mono to stereo, which means that I can have my left and my right audios. And I don't like to do that just because I don't like the way that it sounds. So we're going to leave it how it is. So we're going to go ahead and power this off, and the way we're going to do that is just a long press, and then we're going to get a red light on there, which means that it is off. There we go. And that should go out. There we go.